Hi guys and welcome back. Today we're gonna talk about the announcement that was literally a good announcement by Tether. And the point is that it has been quite astonishing because the last thing that you are used to associate to Tether is innovation. Because at the end of the story, Tether, yes, it has been the first and the major stablecoin because USDT is coming from the company Tether, but seeing Tether producing this kind of innovation, that's something that is quite surprising, but also quite positive for the market. And I want to explain to you exactly what's going on and how this can be a breakthrough for the whole market. Just before to start, let me say that, guys, this content is about educational content and nothing else to be intended as financial advice. And yes, guys, always remember that if you enjoy this content, please, guys, leave a big thumbs up and drop a comment. That's just small effort for you, but really means a lot to us. Plus, guys, don't forget to check all of our links into the description below because we have been launching different kind of channels on Twitter, Telegram, and so on with different kind of service with daily digest, weekly newsletter, and so on. So don't forget to take this opportunity because all the contents are free. Okay, guys, let's start immediately. This is the announcement that has been just running for a while. Let's take a look to the video. Yes, we were all waiting for the 25th of July. Right now, a couple of days has gone and we have the time to start thinking about again to what happened and in which way it can be a breakthrough if obviously it is for the whole market. First of all, I want to say that yes, the innovation is coming from the team of Tether, but most of all, Tether is just backing a project that is working into this direction. And the announcement is relying, so it is regarding the fact that a company, and in this case is called Hole Punch, this one, is launching a new platform for peer-to-peer application. What does it mean, peer-to-peer application? It means that instead of having, as usually, an application that is working, you have the user, you have the server, and you have the other user. Usually what happens is the user is communicating to a certain kind of server and the server is sending a message to a final user. So this is the process as it is working usually. A peer-to-peer, like for example, I don't know, in the moment when I was just a kid, I was using a Mule or uTorrent and other applications that were peer-to-peer. And the concept of peer-to-peer is that instead of having a server in the middle, you are just communicating directly with the other user. You can send files, you can do many different kind of stuff. In this case, the first one is Keet. This is the application that is a peer-to-peer chat. You can think to it something like a Telegram, and if you are just joining it like from the alpha that is already available on the MacBook, you can see that it's quite close. Here you can find,
Keet.
for example, video.
Exchange real-time audio video streams with your friends entirely through an internet of bits.
I will not go through the whole video because that's not what I care in this moment. If you are curious to know exactly how does it work, this is something that you can do by yourself. What I want to do today and what I want to discuss with you together is what are the implications for the future. Because yes, that's great to see a first application, like a Telegram-like application that is working with the blockchain and so on. But on the other side, it is really necessary to have this kind of application. This is something that it can be for real a breakthrough or not. First of all, from a technology point of view, it is undeniable. This kind of introduction, this kind of technology, it is something that it is changing everything. Until now, we didn't have this kind of opportunity. Right now, we have a technology that is enabling us to communicate peer-to-peer and to create different dApps. Because remember, guys, this is the Hole Punch technology. It is just a platform, an infrastructure that will enable other applications that are based on peer-to-peer to build and to be offered for the mass adoption. The point is that what kind of solution it is this technology solving, and most of all, it will be able to reach the traction, to attract so much user, or at least a big enough number of users that will enable them to scale and to be sustainable or not, because that's the main challenge. In the moment when I'm thinking to this kind of services, personally, I'm coming from the business, so the traditional business. I had several startups. I have been studying and teaching university and so on, marketing. And the first question I have in my mind in a moment when I'm seeing any kind of services, which kind of problem they are trying to solve. And I want to share this video that is talking exactly about it. Let's see it together.
Now admitting it's been hacked again.
Google is collecting data from Chrome users even when they use incognito mode.
Virtual assistant is permanently recording your kids.
Who you're talking to, when you're talking to them, where you travel.
I don't want to take too much time from you, so I will just share the link if you want to check it by yourself. The point is that, as you can see, the whole communication is focused on we have an enemy. It is big corporations that are tracking us. In order to avoid them to track us, what we can do is using applications like Keet or technologies like peer-to-peer that are solving this problem. The point is that, are we really sure that people are having enough energy? They are not so lazy that will say, yes, I know they are tracking us, but why should I move from WhatsApp, Telegram, and so on? Why I have all of my friends there? And that's the big problem. Because the point is that all of these applications, in order to scale, what they need is users. But the point is that in order to move a so high amount of users from a certain kind of platform to another one, it will require a lot of effort. It is going much beyond this single technology. Having this kind of technology, it is great. And I'm really happy to see Tether that is not just working on releasing the USDT, so a stablecoin that is backed by traditional assets, but is working to produce real innovation. The point is that the final result, it is just the first step. So yes, I think that in the next future we will have peer-to-peer application, decentralized application like we have seen also with Aave that has been producing Lens. That's another opportunity. Having a social media, Facebook-like or anything else that is able to give us and to take full control of our data and having an experience that is also decentralized, that's great. The point is that what we need is something more, something that is for real, able to attract people. What is the real engine? So the real reason why people should leave a certain kind of platform and having a mass adoption on another one. That's something that, at least in this moment, I still don't see an answer. So don't get me wrong. I really appreciate this kind of technology and I'm really curious and I love what they have done. I'm curious to see what they will be able to release in the next future. And obviously, in this moment, the technology is just closed, so it is not yet open source. But in the moment when it will go open source, and that's something that will happen quite soon, obviously it will be even another breakthrough because it will enable other people to start developing application using this kind of technology. So that's something that will obviously help the whole ecosystem to grow. But what I want to say is that don't fall in love too fast. It will require a lot of time for this kind of technologies to scale and to reach a mass adoption. In this moment, when we are talking about chat, when we are talking about social media, the kings are Instagram, TikTok, Telegram, and WhatsApp. Or Zoom in the moment when we are talking about having meetings. And for example, when we are talking about a peer-to-peer chat, the examples that we're doing was also like trying to go beyond what Zoom is offering us right now. So the point is that Guys, yes, the technology is great, but remember that in order to reach the mass adoption, in order to scale in this kind of projects, because in the moment when we are talking about social media, the real value is not in the technology, is in the amount of users. The same technology without users has simply zero value. And that's something that you should always remember, because these kind of systems are working only if they have a lot of users. So the question is right now, yes, the technology is great, no doubt, but how we will be able to attract so much user? What kind of value proposition, what kind of storytelling we can use in order to push people to leave traditional applications in order to join decentralized application, peer-to-peer, and so on. Guys, let me know what you think, because this is a topic that is quite delicate and quite broad. And the more we discuss together and the more we are opening our mind to this kind of topics, the more we will be able to find a solution fast. So let me know what you think into the comment section below. Remember, guys, to leave a big thumbs up if you enjoy this content. And yes, guys, don't forget to check all our media, because we are also publishing every day on Twitter, Telegram, and we have just launched our new weekly newsletter, so don't forget also about it. Remember to subscribe to all the different channels to be always updated, and I will see you tomorrow with another video. Bye, guys.